Amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey man, how you doing? I'm Ricardo from HBO. Hey, hi. Ricardo, how are you? Fine.
Well, it was beautiful because we all love this book that it's based on, called Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool, written by this incredibly beautiful man, Peter Tuner, who, when he was a young man, had a relationship with Gloria Grahame, who was one of the great film noir, femme fatale ladies. And when he met her, she was in her 50s and not doing so well. Her career, she couldn't find work. She was in England doing plays. So she was doing, actually, I think if I'm remembering right, she was doing the Glass Menagerie. And they would play bits and pieces of I'm Just a Girl Who Can't Say No at the end of the play, even though it was very dissonant with the actual play. So it's a beautiful story, a beautiful love story written by somebody who it changed his life.
It's everyone's done such a fabulous job. Jamie Bell is incredible.
That was a difficult time because of all the events in the story, and afterwards, I was an actor, and I was kind of thinking back all those years, as anyone would be, going through such a kind of personal, devastating, sad, tragic, unexpected experience. It hit me hard. Incredibly hard, and I was kind of young. I was like 30 at the time, and it took quite a while to kind of come out of that space. And so, literally one morning, I thought I've got to do something about this. And 4 years later, I got up one morning, I went to my desk, and I started to write the book.
Do you feel like would have to be accurate, or do you have the liberty of playing with characters?
Well, no, we wanted to be true.
It's easier because you have the source right there, and his information is invaluable, and you listen to all of it, and you try and lock him down in a room for 2 hours and just talk his brains off. But then at the same time, he's behind the monitor watching you do the work, so it's kind of the push and pull of that is kind of tricky. But what was great about Peter Tuner is that he was so gracious in a way to kind of step back once we had all the information we wanted from him. And he trusted us as actors and as filmmakers to bring his story to life, so we're very grateful to him.
50s American movie actresses. And, she made a lot. We try to make stories about all parts of life, not just the fun, beautiful parts, but all aspects. And there's something very beautiful about the way that Peter loved Gloria, even at the end of her life, which is part of what the story is about. And so I thought that was worth trying to make a movie about.
Interesting. She's also doesn't really sometimes take. I think trust. I think that was it. We've been doing interviews today, and we've been asked that question a lot of the time, and we can't really put our finger on what it is that makes good chemistry between two actors. You just never know if you're going to get it or not. But trust in this one was important because there's a lot of intimacy in the film. There's scenes where we're shouting at each other and we're mad at each other, and scenes where we're very tender with each other, and Annette has an illness in the film, so it really required a sense of understanding and support, and the idea that we had each other's backs, and we did.
Total. There's a very, very fortunate. There's no doubt that you're watching an actress who's struggling with her image as she gets older, but she's examining her face in the very opening of the movie. At the end, the film is very unstinting in its focus on the face. The lovers in the story are of different generations, therefore they look at each other with different secrets concealed from one another, and also they look at each other with different gazes, sometimes dismissive, haughty, seductive, possibly even judgmental. All of those are good themes for a song. To have them even alluded to in a line makes it easier than just sort of "I love you," which is a hard thing to write in a song. But a song that's got conflict in it, or conflicted feelings, which these people have, that is something which I felt I knew how to do.
I'm trying to serve. It's really about the story. It's not about the person.